Hey everyone, welcome to my channel if you're new and welcome back if you're returning. So this is Insecure Season 4 Episode 7, Lowkey Trippin. So when I first heard the title, I was like, Lowkey Trippin, are they going on a trip? That's cute. Like I knew they were going out of the country. Well, I just had a feeling and it was dope. So they went to Mexico. I forgot what part they went. Maybe Puerto Vallarta? Maybe I have to look it up. But okay, so we start this thing out recapping, and I'm gonna tell you what blew my mind. So here I was last week thinking that Molly was on her, F&B type stuff, and she was just being nasty. That's why she didn't contact Issa. When Issa walked to the door, Molly was sitting there on her phone, just all enthralled, and life was great for her. Come to find out, that's not at all what the situation was. Molly was stressing just as much as Issa was, but Molly tried to play it cool when she saw Issa coming, and I think she was low-key happy, a little excited to finally see her, even though it may have been, not the best circumstances, not the right vibe, but she was gonna be happy to see her. And then when she turned around and looked at the door and it wasn't Issa coming through, Molly was like, wait a minute, her feelings got hurt. So then I kind of felt bad for Molly, because even though she's a jerk, you could just see right there, she really did want to connect with her friend. And come to find out later in the episode, Molly needed Issa. She needed her, but we'll get there. So they're going on a trip. Molly got her little, packing her stuff, her and her boo, they in the house, and all of a sudden she gets a text, she's got to go to work. Molly is stressed. She's beyond stressed. And something I noticed about her, she doesn't really do well with stress. And with the job that she's in, the field that she's in, you would think that she can handle stress. But it's like she cussed her assistant out because the assistant dropped the ball. Now, granted, I would have been mad too, because I'm trying to go out of the country. I've got stuff to do. I have the plane to catch. And now I find out I have a meeting that you knew about. So yeah, you dropped the ball, but it just seemed like everything that was dealing with Issa, everybody got a piece of it crossing Molly, and that's how it goes. So they get on the plane, they had their little moment, their little blanket moment. I was like, all right, Andrew, I like him. He's something. I think he's a good fit for Molly. I don't know if she's the best fit for him or if she's ready to step into that. So I think, when it comes to levels, Molly's gonna have to level up real fast to keep up, because she got him. Andrew seemed like he was playing games. Now he's in, but now it seems like Molly's not really ready for a relationship, I guess emotionally, because it seems like she doesn't have a good handle on her emotions, how to act things out. Things just come blurting out. She doesn't know how to let it slowly come out. So they meet Mabel on the plane, which is the beautiful Kim Fields. I'm like, okay, they just had our girl last week, then now this week they have Kim Fields. I love how they're doing that. The week before, who was that? Jai Parker. Y'all know. But anyway, so it's like every week she's giving ode to the old school. She's shouting them out and giving them a little feature. I love that. So we get to Mexico. Here goes the brother. The brother is the type of dude that I don't want to be in a relationship with that type, but I love going out of the country with that type, because I'm the girl. I want to do everything. I just don't want to plan everything. So this brother, he seems to have the plans down. He's got a very tight itinerary. I'm a very structured person. So I'm more, but I leave room. So I'm the girl that, okay, we know at 10 o'clock we have to be here. We know at 4 o'clock we have to be here, and then we know at 9 o'clock is dinner. Everything else in between, we can figure it out. That leaves room to have fun and get to see the city or whatever, go see the country that we're in, explore. But his brother runs a very tight ship, and I think it's good, but it seems a bit much for Molly. I'm glad that she didn't flip out like, no, I'm not going, because she's real stubborn and real difficult. But the sister-in-law, Lydia, when I told y'all Lydia was making me nervous, I was like, what's going on with Lydia? She giving out vibes and stuff. Lydia was dropping F-bombs left and right. I like Lydia. Lydia seems cool. Her and her husband, Victor, they seem like cool people. You can tell Victor's a bit of a ball buster. But yeah, that comes out. So anyway, we'll go back up to the room. Something I want to say about Molly, y'all. I think it's crazy. Not crazy, because I do like it. But it's just the fact that in real life, she's a virgin, and they have her acting out all of these sex scenes and, intimacy scenes and stuff like that, intimate moments. I really like the fact that she can get into character, even though in real life, she's never been in character, So it's just interesting to watch her play it out. And sometimes I can see like she's nervous about certain things. She looks a little awkward, but I'm like, okay, that's just because she's out of her element. But good job on the acting. So anyway, her and Andrew, they decide to hang out in the hotel, so they didn't make it for guac and poolside massages and cigars. See, I'm there for the cigars. I'm there for everything poolside, so we would have had to go do that and then go back to the room later. But anyway, they go to the hiking. What I thought was real funny is Molly is all, you know, fit and trim and all that. Lydia's body looks like a mom bod. Lydia ran up that hill, and that goes to show you cannot judge a book by its cover, because Lydia was up that hill. She like, come on, y'all moving too slow. Let's go. Got up to the top of the hill. It was beautiful up there. And who I don't want to be is Mabel. I don't want to be Mabel. I don't want to be Mabel in life. Like, you know, you marry somebody so young, you stay with them forever, then, you know, you never get to live life. Then after all these decades, now all of a sudden the relationship is over. And now you have to go over here, go out and start again. But the good thing is at the end, we see Mabel, she finds someone. She found someone on a trip, you know, and they hooked up and she was kissing him at the airport. Love that. But okay, let's get down to the nitty gritty. Where things get real interesting is with Molly. Molly and her uncontrollable outbursts. So the lady gives the towels to the white people. Molly comes up now, says she needs a key card. If I was in that situation, I would have done similar but not the same. How Molly was like hooping and hollering, I would not have done all that. When she said, let me call my boss, cool, call your boss. And when her boss came, I would have said, hey, listen, the people I'm with, she's got something in her eye, I need a towel. I don't have my key card. Is there anything I can do? Can you walk over with me to the pool? And, you know, my boyfriend has the card, something like that. I just need a towel. And that would have been it. But all that, you know, hooping and hollering, acting crazy. So Victor comes over with his key card. And he's just like, you know, yeah. What I didn't like is that Victor got the towel, right? Gave her the key card, and Molly snatched the towel, storms off. Then Victor apologized for Molly. And he was like, I'm sorry. You don't apologize for me. That right there, if I would have heard that, that would have pissed me off. Don't apologize for me because I didn't do anything wrong. So, all right, they get over there to the pool. And Molly's like, yeah, you know, this racist, da-da-da-da-da. She didn't even have to bring it into the pool. Once she got the towel, it could have been over. No one had to know anything. Her and Victor handled it. It's done, in my opinion. Now I'm back in the pool. Victor says somebody's sending some shots over. I'm about to wait for the shots, and we about to get it popping. That's it. But not, you know, not Molly. Molly can't let things go. It can't be that simple. So she's sitting there with the screw face on, and they're like, well, you know, what's wrong? What's wrong? She tells them how the girl was racist, blah, 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 blah. And here we go, Victor. I mean, you can call it racism, but I mean, are you sure that's what it was? Who asked you? Like, okay, I don't like how he was poking. I feel like he was prodding. I didn't like that. But Molly was wrong. Molly blew up. Molly said F the man. Molly stormed off. You know, she just didn't let it go. Even if she didn't like what Victor did, all she had to do was keep it cool and let Andrew know, well, that was it. You know, I didn't like how this went. And that's that. They could have talked about it, and that could have been the end of it. Now, at this point, what she caused Andrew to have to do is to pick between her and the brother. You don't do that because this is your first time meeting the brother. You don't know them. So that wasn't, I didn't like that at all. And earlier in the pool, it was cool that they brought up the sister, because Andrews had said he didn't know where his sister was, didn't know anything about her, didn't want to talk about her. Now he's talking with his brother, his sister-in-law, in front of Molly about his sister. So I said, okay, Andrew's getting really comfortable with Molly. That's a good sign. But then Molly kind of caused a divide. And not only did she you know, dig her heels in the sand on her being discriminated against for racism, then she insulted the 3 people that you are with are all Asian. And she insulted all 3 of them in one fell swoop. How do you even do that? And then do it with a straight face, and then tell Andrew, no, but you're different. Isn't that what they say to black people? Well, I don't like black people, but you're different. You know, you're not like them. Come on, Molly, why would you do that? So I wasn't happy with Molly at all. They go back to the hotel. Molly's asleep. She wakes up. I was like, oh, Andrew done hopped on a plane and left her behind right there in the hotel. Whatever. Okay, so that's not what he did. But if he had done it, I mean, I wouldn't have been like, well, she didn't deserve it. But okay, he comes back to the room. No, we're not going to show my brother today. It's just going to be me and you. So apparently the brothers spoke, and both of the brothers spoke, and they're not going to hook up, because the way it went down with Molly, it's over. So I don't know if Molly will be getting invited to any more family events. I don't know if Molly and Andrew will make it. you know, after a couple more weeks of home and things getting settled after what just happened between Andrew and his brother, I feel like that was, Molly made the wrong move. And what Molly needed right then was to be able to call up her girlfriend and be like, listen, girl, I just messed up, talk me off the ledge. That's when your girlfriends come in handy. But Molly doesn't have any girlfriends. Well, she does, but not that she can call. And the one that she would have been able to call would have been Issa. Issa, meanwhile, is back home running around with Nathan, and she couldn't call Issa because they're at odds right now. So what did she do? She called her therapist, and I think that's a good move. She needs to see that therapist because Molly's going through some stuff. Now, speaking of Issa, Issa's over there with Nathan while they're out of the country. I'm like, okay, I like that. I was happy about that. She got out of the house. I didn't want her to call Nathan last episode. If y'all didn't catch last episode, make sure y'all click the link. Well, don't click the link because I want you to finish this video, but after you finish this one, go ahead and check out the playlist of any videos, any recaps that you missed. So there it is. But when she made a phone call last episode, I was like, please don't call Lawrence, don't call Nathan. You know, she called her mother, so I was happy about that. So this time when she picked up, you know, I guess her and Nathan wound up together, I'm like, okay, she got her cry out with her mom. She got all of her emotions out. So now her and Nathan are kicking it. I'm happy about that. You can hear her laughing in the background. So it was a good, you know, it was a good thing for her. As soon as she gets off the phone, as soon as Andrew gets off the phone, here go Molly with her old hating behind. It's like she just never has anything nice to say. And they say if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything. Well, I mean, she would be a mute because everything she says is negative. Oh, look, Issa's over there with him. Look, just that quick, da-da-da-da-da. She just always has something to say. And Andrew lets it slip that while Nathan pulled his little disappearing act, it's because he was being treated for mental health. He was dealing with his issues. Molly was like, oh, wait a minute, now you concerned. So, see, had you not ran your big mouth or had something to say, now you wouldn't be feeling stupid that you just overstepped your bounds. This man is dealing with something. So Nathan's like, you know, I mean, Andrew's like, you know, he didn't just run away just to be running away. He was dealing with some heavy stuff. So now Molly's like, oh, wow, what does Issa know? Andrew like, listen, is Issa here? I don't know what she knows. She's not here. So you can tell Molly misses her friend. So what they need to do going forward, they go home. They see Lawrence in the airport. I'm still wondering where Daniel is. I want Daniel. So I'm just made up in my mind that Daniel is not, he's not going to be on this season. That I'm just come to that conclusion. So I don't even know if I want to keep watching, but all right, I'm here. So they see Lawrence. It's real weird. Molly is like awkward. Everyone's just strange. So he's leaving. And I was like, he picked up the phone. He was like, hey, I've been thinking about you. I was like, with the way him and Condola fell apart, he knew that's not who he wanted, because I think he was all the way in, but he wasn't all the way in because he was into Condola. He was all the way in because that's where he is in his life. So I was like, that's Issa on the phone. I knew it was Issa on the phone because he knows. I think Lawrence wants to circle back around and make things right with Issa because that's where his heart lies. But okay, they get back home and, you know, now it cuts out. They're at the airport. I think moving forward, the only way this thing is really going to work is Molly's going to have to humble herself. She's going to have to apologize to the brother. She's going to have to pretty much walk around and keep her nose clean for a very long time because she ruffled a bunch of feathers and made a whole bunch of false moves. And I don't know how they're going to turn this thing around, but, you know, we'll be here to see. So make sure you guys have subscribed to my channel. Hit the blue bell for notifications. Thumbs me up and comment down below what y'all think about this episode. And we'll do this again next week. See ya.